Hi Pisces, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I'm here today to do your March 1st through the 15th, 2018 general reading. So, I just want to take the time to thank you everyone for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. We have finally made it to over 1,000 subscribers. Woohoo! If it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't be able to make this happen. And I just want to really take the time and let you know how much I appreciate y'all being a part of this family. Um, it has been a roller coaster, and I'm excited for this year. Um, as usual, I really like this spread that I've done, but I'm fine tuning the questions. So, as far as your recent past, what I'm doing is focusing on what happened in your recent past that you need to overcome, okay? And what you need to be focused on and what you have to look forward to. I felt like with the past, I needed to focus a little more on the specific question. So, I really want to start out by saying a lot of what I'm seeing with you this month, Pisces, is you need grounding. Like, when it comes to your recent past, there's something around your love life that I feel didn't necessarily go as you thought. Like, you were hoping that things would have turned around, and you're not seeing it yet. So that is why you have this love life card, and that's been the main focus in your recent past. And the summer card did come out, but it came out in reverse, and normally I don't read those reversed, but I felt like it was necessary. And this is about watching things manifest, but being in the reverse, you're not seeing it manifest. And I think with the Epiphany card, you came to some sort of conclusion, or and I associate this with the Hermit card, because he's using his lantern, even the flame being this small, he's using it to navigate through the darkness. And I don't know if, and these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everyone, but I try to give enough different scenarios so that it fits everyone. Now, you could have been more in a fire energy in the recent past instead of being in your true water state. But you do have the King of Wands here, and it's telling you to keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success, and genuine concern for others. And then with the Epiphany card, you have joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. So, especially with the love life and the summer card being reversed, if you are not dealing with a fire sign, which, it could be a fire sign that kind of threw things up. And I'm kind of getting the sense that some of you, I don't want to say ultimatum, okay, but you put the ball in their court and you didn't get the response that you were looking for. I'm not sure how big of a group that is that will resonate with, but I am picking that up very clearly. But you might be getting hints that either the person you are dealing with or yourself is going through a spiritual transformation, okay? Okay. As soon as I went to go say spiritual information, my throat chakra is closing up. Speak your truth, Pisces. If you put the ball in someone else's court and they did not, and again, don't go into any situation trying to have control over an outcome. It's going to be what it is. If they don't take the offer, then obviously you need to move on, or detach yourself from the situation. But it could be that you are, and I'm getting this again, it could be that you are searching for more passion in your life. You are tired of being, sorry. You know, the Pisces energy has been really intense, you know, especially towards the end of last year. And now that we're moving into the new year and we're pretty far, you know, I don't want to say pretty far, it's moved very fast for me. But, you know, there's a lot of changes happening for all of us. And if it's not a fire sign that you're dealing with, this is what you're searching for. You're searching for the passion in life, and you want to keep your eye on the big picture, and you're not going to waste your time on anything that will not manifest for you. Okay? But when it comes to your current energy and what you need to stay focused on, you have connect with nature. And the first word that I heard was you need grounding. You severely need to bring it back down, okay? And this says you're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. And of course, what pops out after that is the Queen of Ariel reversed. So that just tells me that you are not grounded coming into the beginning of March, okay? So you really need to focus on that. Do your meditation. Make sure that you're focusing on what needs to be focused on. Don't waste your time worrying, living in the ego, fear-based. Don't do it. It's not worth it. All it's going to do, and especially with Pisces being sensitive, like a lot of the Pisces in my life are super sensitive and don't even realize how sensitive they are. But you need to stay grounded throughout this period, okay? And in the Queen of Ariel, she's such a grounded energy. Some of you might be dealing with an earth sign, but I really think this is about your energy, Pisces. Especially with the connect with nature and then the Queen of Ariel coming out, that just confirmed for me that you are you're not grounded and you're a little unstable at this time. But I think it's because you're going through a huge transformation and you're fighting it, is what I'm hearing, okay? And especially with the way that the cards are lined up, you're fighting the inevitable. And again, when you're living in a fear-based, especially because a lot of this does have to do with relationships, and that can be any type of ship. It can be a friendship, relationship, you know, family, whatever the case may be. Whoever you have a very strong emotional connection to, that you're not really seeing things panning out the way that you were hoping for, okay? But you're going through a huge shift, and especially with the Epiphany card, and you have a major arcana in each section. In your current energy, you have 2, okay? So you have the divine guidance, and this card says the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teacher or friends. This is about spiritual guidance, y'all. So, okay, you're searching through the dark with your little lantern, trying to see what needs to be handled. And here you are coming out, you know, you're wanting, I hear you're wanting to feel alive again. You're wanting to feel better. You want to feel inspired. And you're kind of playing this back and forth. I do, but I don't. I don't know how, but I want to. And I think that's where this Fool is coming in reversed. You know that you're getting messages, you know you're getting guidance, you know you're being pushed towards something, but you just don't know how to make it happen. And I think that's why the Summer card is also reversed here. So if you are in a, you know, connection here and you're kind of going back and forth because it's really not going as you planned, what you have to do is you have to take a step back. Look at the emotional connection. What are you attached to? And why aren't you taking the leap of faith? Because you do have the 2 of Cups here. Okay? And this is two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So it's telling you, don't give up just because it's not the way that you see it. Now, for some of you, especially with the ungrounded energy, I know personally for me, and I tell my stepdaughters all the time, boys are distractions, they'll throw you up, but that's why it's very important for us to stay grounded and know our boundaries and our foundation within ourselves, because what happens when we're not grounded and stable, we allow people to come into our lives that we're so emotionally connected to that if it doesn't go our way, then we're like, oh my God, my world's coming. It's not. Some people just don't align on the same path, and that's okay. But what you also have to understand is just because it's not the way that you thought it was going to turn out doesn't mean that it's still not good. So you might be feeling a little uneasy with this ungrounded energy, and that is what you need to be focusing on most. When you start getting grounded, I bet you're going to see a huge difference, okay? And what this is going to lead to, and what I was picking up on too, because your general energy in the fairy deck is the daughter card. So some of you might you might have a daughter or working on your connection with your daughter, but you do have the children card. And if you don't have children or you're thinking about having more children, this is what it's going to lead to. And it could also be more of a childlike sense of energy where you finally let go and learn to embrace and enjoy life. Have you ever just watched a child and their wonderment? And not like a conditioned child, like, oh, you can't have imaginary friends, you can't do this, you can't do that. That's conditioning, okay? But when a child is in their normal environment and they feel comfortable expressing themselves, not only do they say exactly what's on their mind, they know how to have fun with the most simple situations. They know how to embrace the moment, and that is what is most important. And what comes then? Enlightenment. You have the sun, okay? So you are going to start moving into this period. And you know what? It's so cool how I'm seeing this. Okay, the Epiphany card, there's a small little flame, right? Just a lantern shining its way through the dark, right? Divine guidance. Your guardian angels are starting to move in. You see a little bit more light, still in the background though. Moving into the sun where there is complete enlightenment. Okay, you are going to be riding in on a very magical experience for yourself, and the sun will shine on you, Pisces. This is a time where you're going to start feeling good. Once you release the control over the outcome and how it should look and what you need in order to be satisfied, allow yourself to have faith in the universe to provide for you. That's where the wish card comes in. Having faith and putting your wishes and your hopes and your dreams out into the universe and allowing it to provide. Being present in every moment and being grateful for every moment that you receive. And it's because you're putting in the work. You're putting in the effort. Okay? This says you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for harvest, review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor. And this is, again, you probably have put a lot of time and effort into whatever situation this is. And it's just asking you to have patience, release the control of what it should look like, and really feel your way through it. Are you fearful because it's not what you thought it would look like? Or are you fearful because there's actually something that you need to fear? If you are seeing actions and things that, you know, if you're being treated like shit, this is not for you, okay? If you are in a situation where someone is literally talking down to you, beating on you, leaving you high and dry, this is not for you. You should never put up with that kind of behavior, ever, okay? Know your worth. But for those of you who are hitting a rough patch, if the majority of your relationship with this person has been good, but you're ungrounded and you're starting to get fear-based because, oh my God, what if they leave? What if this? What if that? That is ego. That is ego. It is not, oh, well, they did this and they did that. If there's actions behind the fear, that is, you know, you have to take that for what it is. But if this is literally a rough patch where y'all aren't seeing eye to eye and you're unstable, so you're scared to take the next step, this is for you. This is telling you to have patience with the situation, make sure that you're grounding yourself, and keep working on chasing the light, okay? Your general energy for this time is energy flows where my intention goes. And that is what I'm telling you about this fear, okay? Fear and ego is a tricky thing, man. It will rock your world. If you are focusing on the what ifs, if it has not happened yet, do not fear it, okay? You are putting too much energy into what ifs and what will be, and you're not being present in the moment, and that is what is causing this instability. When you focus on the positive, what you want, what you need, chasing the light and making sure that this light is constantly in your life, finding that childlike sense of wonder, that is where you need to be putting your focus. And so what energy you need to be most focused on at this time, and what energy you need to be putting into use at this time, is I am the loving energy of the universe. So when I see this card, you know, and this has been a message coming up a lot for me and a lot of my clients lately. Love yourself the way they love you. Okay? If you are sitting there telling yourself, and I really want y'all to think about this because it's been a big thing. We are our own worst critics. We're not pretty enough. We're not skinny enough. We're not good enough. We're not this. We're not that. Would you say that to your best friend? Would you say that to your daughter? Would you say that to your son? Would you say it to your family? No. So why do we do it to ourselves? When you start to love yourself on a level that is unconditional, that is where this comes in. You need to love yourself first, so when the relationship and this energy comes in, that you are grounded and have a solid foundation. When you start to have faith in the universe and in spirit that they will provide for you and they are guiding you, and you just need to follow the feeling, literally follow the feeling. Whatever feels right is right. Even if you don't think like, okay, a lot of people have been saying, oh, well, you know, I feel this is the way that I need to go, but it doesn't feel like it's long term. It is an opportunity. It is an opportunity that might lead to something long term. But if you don't take the chance, you're going to miss out. Okay? Don't miss out, Pisces. Because you're so focused on shit that hasn't even happened. It's not worth it. Okay? What you need, the messages of love. I'm sorry, my energy is like, woo, on y'all. It's all out of love, though, because I love each and every one of you, and I want to see you succeed. I want to make sure that you handle your baggage and you know and are aware of the energy that you are in, so you can get to this. This is where I want everybody. I want everyone to be enlightened. When we are loving ourselves, we can love better. even for the empaths, the healers. We can all love better when we love here. And not in an egoic place. This is not, oh, I'm hot shit, my shit don't stink, you know, I'm better than anyone. No, this is, I have come to terms that this is who I am, and I'm okay with that. I love myself. That is different. Inner peace is what we need. And where do we get that from? Forgiveness. Forgive yourself, Pisces. Forgive those who have hurt you. And, you know, nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. That is what I'm saying. Don't hang on to the fact that this did not manifest like you thought. Okay? That's not the point. It could be even better than what you were expecting if you just take that leap of faith and trust that no matter what happens, whether it works out or not, it is a lesson and an opportunity at the same damn time. Take it. But you have to forgive yourself and you have to forgive others. Don't hold on to those past disappointments, because it does nothing but hinder you from being present. Okay? So your messages, official messages of love for March, is being supportive. And, you know, I think it's really funny too, because it has really something to do with a close connection with you and someone else. There's two. There's a lot of twos in here, and another one. I mean, this is someone that is very, very close to you and someone you truly care about. And whether this is you or the other person, this is a time of needing to be supportive of each other. Loving unconditionally and being there for each other and making the genuine effort to show that you care. Okay? This is putting in that effort and seeing what happens. Taking the time to get to know each other on a different level. So whether, you know, if you are in a long-standing relationship or marriage, I was getting the feeling of reconciliation. You know, we all change from day to day, each month to month, each year to year. We are not the same person as we were 10 years ago. So if you were in a long-standing relationship or you've known someone for a long time, truly get to know who they are now and not who they used to be. And be supportive of where they are going and have them be supportive of you. It is giving and receiving. It should never be a one-way street, okay? If you both need to come together and, you know, I mean, seriously, look how these cards are playing out. It's almost like they're sleeping, okay? They're in two totally different wavelengths, but you see the candle in the back, and here, my grandfather's coming in. He used to have this saying, when you fall in love, you have to have a big flame, because over the years, when that flame starts to dwindle down, you still want to have a spark, okay? And that spark can always be reignited. Can always be reignited, but it takes two. And showing and putting that effort in to show that you care and that you are supportive, and no matter what that looks like. I've had to walk away from people that, you know, didn't want to put in the effort, but it doesn't mean that I don't care, that I don't want to see them succeed, because I absolutely do. Even those who have hurt me in a long, long time ago. I want them to get their shit together. I want them to succeed like I know they can. And this is what that means. No matter how it turns out, to be truly supportive, no matter how it ends for you. But whatever the case may be, this was meant to be. and getting to know each other, learning to meet another's needs for love is important for the relationship to grow. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all might need to just reevaluate, see where you are in this current time, and put in that effort together to truly get to know each other again and really move forward, forgive what has been done, and say, okay, we're on two totally different paths. Who are you and who am I? And then move forward in that sense. Okay? That is what I'm getting for you. So, I really hope that makes sense. Please let me know if it does. Leave me a comment or something. But I just want to thank you again. If you need a personal reading, please email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you don't need a personal reading and you feel like this was enough for you, there is a donation link down below. If it weren't for your support, I couldn't keep this going. And, I have a lot of different spreads that I'm coming up with, especially with relationship and life path, because that seems to be a reoccurring thing. But, there's a lot of things going on. And if you're not friends with us on Facebook, please go and check us out. We would appreciate it. And I really wish you the best of luck. I know being ungrounded is one of the hardest things to go through, but when you come out on the other end of it, it's totally worth it. So remember who you are, stand up for yourself, and release that control and take that leap of faith, please, because you have something that can be very beneficial for you. I just feel like you're going through a rough patch, okay? So I love you guys, and I hope that you have a beautiful March, and I will see you in a few weeks, okay? See you later.